What is up, y'all? Oh, just got some news here. It's not gonna be too long, but you know, share some things, some notifications. I'm pretty sure you guys get it too, but you guys keeping up to date with this whole coronavirus. I kind of want to break down what's going on here. I'll share the screen real quick. Anyway, man. Some coronavirus. Let me see. Coronavirus. Reuters is. They just sent me something about California. California had a mandatory stay at home, stay inside, bill that was passed. It was from Jerry Brown. And let me see. 40 million people have been ordered to stay at home. Yeah, this is according to BuzzFeed News here. All Californians, nearly 40 million people have been ordered to stay home to stop the spread of the coronavirus. This is something serious. Okay. So Governor Gavin Newsom announced the order late Thursday, just an hour. I'm sorry, that was Gavin Newsom, not Jerry Brown. My apologies. After official in Los Angeles County, the most populous county in the U.S., issue a similar mandate earlier this week. Their Bay Area counterparts handed down similar shelter-in-place orders. Dang. This is a moment we need to make tough decisions, Newsom said. This is a moment where we need some straight talk and we need to tell people the truth. We need to bend the curve in the state of California. Across the state of California, health officials have confirmed 675 cases of the COVID-19 and 16 deaths from the disease as of Wednesday evening behind Washington State and New York, where more than 5,000 cases have been confirmed. Man. See, but the thing is, when people are staying at home, we got to take into consideration, like, all right, do these type, do people have enough food supply, at home? And that's my biggest concern. How they're going to get their food, because Amazon and, DoorDash and all that stuff, they're going to be overpacked, and it's going to be a little too much for them to deliver to each individual home, like on a normal basis, because everyone is actually utilizing the stream all in one time. And I remember I went on Amazon today and I looked up toilet paper and different groceries and stuff like that. They said they're out of stocks, unavailable. And so, it's putting a lot of stress on the UPS workers and the FedEx workers. But I will say it's a hiring spree as well. But if your job requires you to be a truck driver, you gotta, unless you work in a hospital or you have to do things outside in the public, do construction, you may gonna start losing out on some money. And this might be into April, but we don't understand other people's expenses. People might need that money like quickly. Go ahead and if they got a home-based business and stuff like that, man, I mean, that may be suffering as well. But the only good thing is about President Trump, at least he's giving out a stimulus package right now, like $1,000 to each individual household. I think that's really good, but we don't know if we're going to pay in taxes and return. So, but I mean, you can say it's a win situation in that, but that money is just barely, having people getting by. So when you have people getting by, I guess it can kind of eliminate. I'm looking at it can eliminate more of the crime that's going on in many communities. So you want to have less break-ins, because if people have a sense of hope, like, oh, okay, well, at least the government is giving us some type of stimulus package, some compensation that we can go ahead and move forward. So that's something that's good that they're looking forward to. But I mean, I look at this like, dang, like this is kind of messed up though in a way, man. But the Californians, man, I don't know if any other states are going to be a huge complete lockdown, because you got still got to keep that income. Now you can suspend. I know Emmanuel Macron, who was this is in France, who was the prime minister of France, president of France. He stated that, hey, he suspended rent, utilities, gas, electric, water until further notice. Can America do that? But America is built on a capitalistic society, due to private ownership. So that may be a little difficult, for that to happen. But I'm just looking at this like, dang, I don't, uh, I don't know, man. It's not looking too bright, man. We kind of got to get this out of under control. But even though essential businesses will need to incorporate social distancing practices, keeping 6 feet of space between individual employees and customers, officials said. Wow. Under state law, violations of the order are punishable by a fine up to $1,000 or by imprisonment for no more than 6 months. So if you violate this, you will be fined up to $1,000. Have this on you will be a criminal. This will be on your record. That's martial law, man. You in imprisonment for no more than 6 months. Dang, man. This is crazy. This is real crazy. There are social contract here, people. I think people are recognized they need to do more. The social pressure you expect. So how they gonna catch people? I guess they're gonna have police on deck, whatever, and they see an individual riding around or just walking. I mean, not at home doing things. You're gonna get $1,000 and you can be fined up to $1,000 and you're gonna be in prison for no more than 6 months. That's crazy, man. So this actually formed this into a law. This is crazy, man. Wow. So the Los Angeles order came hours after the county announced its second death from the COVID-19, the disease caused by the coronavirus, and 40 newly confirmed cases, bringing the county's total number of infections to 231. So if you lock those people up, those individuals up, man, the disease it's not going to be contained. It's still going to be going around because it's a virus. It's going through droplets and, nasal and respiratory infections. This is kind of crazy, bro. The deceased was a person in their 30s, wow, with underlying health conditions from unincorporated area outside of Pasadena. Man, I just didn't think that was going to really implement a law that you get caught violating the stay at home, you would be fined up to $1,000. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, it is martial law. I mean, introvert. I'm just reading this too. 1,000, you will be in prison. You will be in prison for no more than 6 months. That still can get on your record and $1,000. And who's safe? You go to prison that you're gonna be safe. You get what I'm saying? In Iran, they end up releasing 85,000 prisoners. This is getting ridiculous, man. And I'm trying to remain optimistic. I've been in quarantine for 3 days, going on 4. The positive things I can say that's my relationship, with my girlfriend has been really great. We've been talking a lot more and then doing things and finding more about each other. So I'm blessed for that and been reading a lot and chilling, cleaning, cooking. I've been cooking a lot. I'm glad I know how to cook. That's a great skill. I sit up here and say that, but but when you see this, I think they socially engineering us to the point that, okay, so when this full blang happens, this martial law stuff happens, we gonna be like, okay, well, I've been kind of, conform a little bit, we're gonna conform to this. We kind of know what it's like to be at home all day doing nothing. Everything is shut down for a few weeks. So we're going to go ahead and get these vaccinations here. Then when you get the vaccination, that is the mark of the beast, I believe. They might implement the radio frequency identification chips. It will allow you to buy or sell things. Now, you go into the book of Revelation, Revelation 14 chapter, and you go into Revelation 20, but it really clearly explains that when Jesus come, he's going to slay the people who actually decide to receive the mark on their forehead or on their right hand. And this is kind of scary too. It's going to, as Christians and believers, it's going to take patience and endurance, because there's going to be many people that's going to turn away from the faith. They're like, dang, I can't buy or sell things. How am I going to take care of my family? How am I going to take care of myself? I'm not going to sit up here and starve out here, especially if you don't have a garden. You don't have, and if you live in apartment complexes, you might get evicted. It's a lot of things, man, that's going on, because you statistically go right here that African Americans, we own 42% of African Americans actually own their homes. We just had like a huge, I just reported like it was a huge property tax increase in Michigan. People are losing their homes that was owned for generations and generations. This is something serious, man. And so, I mean, yeah, even if you're rich, you still can get, messed up by the virus. But at the end of the day, you will still have a leeway to beat the system. And what I'm saying is this: martial law is on its way. You mean to tell me in California that if I decide to go somewhere, take care of some business, work, make some side of income with a mask on or whatever, I get caught by the police, I gotta get fined up to $1,000 and be in prison up no more than 6 months. That goes on your permanent record. And say if this all dies off, now you looking at the situation like, okay, well, this is on my record. Now I can't apply for a job. This follow me. I can't get a passport if I don't have one, or they take my stuff away. It's really messing up people's lives in a way, man. I mean, this is something that we really have to really take consideration, man. Like who we appointing these people in our offices here. But at this end of the day, it's a Democratic state. But it's one of those things that, what's up, Stanky G? It's one of those things that, man, oh, it maybe it's planned. Now I kind of want to hear y'all thoughts. It's like two people in here, but I just want to hear y'all thoughts. Like, you think this is a conspiracy? You think that God is really mad at us? This is like the fall of America. Like, what's really going on? Like, do we deserve this? Like, was this created in the lab, man? This is test of time, because I believe this could be like the end of the times as we know it. Like, I mean, you looking at this here, pulling it up. I mean, wow, this is something unbelievable. I mean, I don't know how long this is going to go. Maybe it's just till April. But even then, though, it's still not cool, though. I mean, like, you grown adults and you work hard. You you can't even go outside. Like, man, like, how you supposed to work now? The people who have like contractors or businesses, like, and they have special licenses, can they show that to law enforcement to prove that they have to actually be outside and they doing something productive, or we have to go out here and get some food? Because you might as well shut everything down if no one can go outside. You get what I'm saying? Early on Thursday, said Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf ordered all businesses except those that are life-sustaining to shut down until further notice. Under that order, only businesses deemed critical, like grocery stores, gas stations, transit operations, may continue to operate. But establishments that are found out of compliance with new rules could face enforcement actions. Wow. So even if you got a hair salon, barbershop, you gotta get shut down. That's crazy, bro. Man, I don't know, man. It's I don't think this is the end. Who is the Antichrist? Antichrist is anyone who's against God, man. But I know in the Revelation, it can be someone like a political figure, someone who's supposed to be like a leader of some sort. That can be an Antichrist. Any Antichrist could be anybody who's blasphemy and who's against God and his laws, and who just really just against him in so many ways, and they want to make a mockery of his people. Like you Luciferians, people like that, people who just who's against Christ and what he stands for, and that's gonna be the Antichrist. But I'm just saying, like, far as prophecy now and like Revelation, it just really feels like, when this stuff happens, we're gonna be looking for a savior, and then they're gonna deceive us. And I'm just trying to really get the information. Do not allow your children, or if you have kids, or do not get the chip, man, because it's gonna subconsciously, they will control you and just do anything they can to you, man. I mean, you're really forfeiting all your rights in this particular moment. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful on that, man. And it's gonna be hard because you're gonna need money. You want to take care of yourself, but I'm telling you, don't get the chip, man. That's it. God's covenant is no longer with you. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up here. See, it talks about in the Bible. Hold on. I can put some scriptures out for y'all. Y'all want to see that? Revelation 6. I think it's in there. Revelation chapter 13. 13, 18. Causal was let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast versus number of a man. That number is 666. Exactly. Yeah, Revelation 13:14. And then now the 144,000. Now, so when I was reading that was kind of fascinating too, because 144,000, apparently they were like the virgins, they were like people who really they were like the righteous ones, and they meditated, they loved God, and there was the one who was pretty much during this particular time in Mount Zion when John had this vision in the island of Patmos. Like these people were really righteous people, and they carried out God's laws and ways, and they avoided like the seven plagues. But they were pretty much like people who had wisdom, and yeah, these were the 144,000 when the New Jerusalem was going to be created. This new earth was going to be created after Satan has been destroyed during in the lake of fire or burning sulfur. But the whole purpose is this unfolding is to deceive. You know, Satan came here is to seek, kill, and destroy. That's all he wants to do. We just have to just. I mean, it's things that I'm not perfect. It's things that I got to work on too, bro. But it's at least I know that when it comes down to this, I'm gonna give a fight, man. I'm not gonna sit up here and just bow down to the system, bro. Like this is a way to really be involved in your communities, and get to know your neighbors, man, for real, um, and help each other out because we don't know if a famine is going to occur. We don't know if it's going to be any more or new shipments of food coming along. We don't know these things. So I mean, just get as food as you can, but help other people too. Don't be selfish because, and I feel like in that way, you think you're selfish and everything. People, you might be susceptible. People want to try to do something to you, then you got. It's just crazy, man. You kind of want to create like a more peaceful environment. The only way we can beat this thing is as a community, we collectively come together. But if you constantly taking all the food, you got more than what you need. That's not cool, yo. That's really being selfish to people who's is without, and that's why I was challenging myself in the state of Georgia. I was going to go to a homeless shelter and donate some toilet paper. So I got a lot of it. Donate some toilet paper, maybe some baby wipes. We don't know if people got kids or whatever, or it's like something of more of an alternative. And that's just something that my kindness, my heart, I want to do. Hopefully they accept it. And I got, like I said, I got some enough canned foods. I mean, just think more than what you're doing, bro. At the end of the day, man, like it's good to be in survival mode, but just don't be selfish, man. You know, that's just how I feel. This compassion that I feel, man. And some people may disagree with that, but I just think that, man, in order for us like going through these crises and these hard times, man, we have to collectively work together, especially as black men. It's just sad, when you see like shouts out to O'Shea Jackson, but I was thinking about when he's saying you see women going out here shopping and doing, it's those that are single. I can see, the man at work, whatever, but those that are single and stuff like that, and women that probably, make bad decisions or a man that's not stepping up to the plate, man, you see that. It's discouraging, bro. It's that's not really a time and place for a woman to do this alone. They're gonna need a man because they may get sick, they got needs, emotional needs, all this type of stuff, man. And it's just not in their nature to go in here and lead and do these type of things, effectively. Some can, but it's something for a man to go out here and do, like, hey, baby, I got this, just, stay at home, go out here and hunt and get the food, cook it up, I'll protect you, that type of stuff, man. But, we all know how, we saying all the women want to get the Pookies and Ray Rays or all this type of stuff, and women don't want to, they don't want to build no family, no structure. But man, I'm telling you, having a good, strong family foundation is something key, bro. Especially when things like this happens, bro. When a house is divided, it cannot stand. I'm telling you. So this is one of the things I kind of learned from the coronavirus. It's basically community building, how important that is. I mean, granted, man, I'm at a beach and stuff, but when I, get your own, get your apartment, get your house, stuff like that, anything, man, you live in the vicinity of people, get to know them. You don't have to be best friends with them, but this is something good, because you guys can, collectively help each other. They want it to be equal. Yeah, and that's the thing. Shouts to the Black Introvert for this. He said, "I don't feel bad for them. Hopefully, we can all learn from this." Yeah, me too, Black and True. I mean, this will be a black learning. I mean, a big learning curve for us, especially for women. You know, and I know in the past, I can't see. My thing is this. You know, you hear me out. Yeah, you know, you got some women with flaky, and you got some women. You know, in our days, you know, we might have like some bad experiences with women. I know I'm just saying black women, just saying women in general, but especially getting to black women, you might have some bad experiences, or she curved you, or she cheated on you, or she ain't taking you serious. She using all your resources, and you get tired of it, and you start focus on yourself. That's where MGTOW comes in, and then it's just funny that they still go back to the female nature when they're in a act of, when it's a terror happening, or they feel like they're defenseless. And it's funny how God created them that as a man, y'all might disagree with this, but as a man, we're supposed to protect our women regardless. We supposed to be the ones out here fighting, the ones out here making sure our women are okay. They're not supposed to be the one leading the households. And yeah, I put all, it took me a while to love again and get into relationships. Now I'm in a good relationship and stuff, but it took me a while though, because I was like, dang man, like they crazy, they this and that. I mean, I was really on that curve, I was on that tip, but until then, I prayed about it, and I talked to God about this. I was like, as a man, in the Bible it says, man's supposed to leave his mother and father and be united with his wife until become one. And it's just that verse in Genesis. It just really spoke volumes to me, man. And we can't just sit up here and say, oh, well, the reason why I'm not going to protect my woman because, she made me mad. She did this and that and that. Okay, my thing is just like, look, bro, it's not even all about putting her in her place. It's like, what are you doing? Because she's a reflection of you. You feel me? I mean, that's the deepest part. Like, we don't really think of. Don't get me wrong. You got some women that's just out here crazy. You don't want to. You know what I'm saying? That's just really out of it. It's nothing that you can do. But in this situation here, man, women ain't supposed to be out here hunting and look and buying fucking groceries and shit, man, and taking care of their child and stuff with no man around. I don't care if you a stepdad, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying don't be simping, every time you see a woman, help her. But I'm just saying, like, I looking at this like, dang, man, like, can we blame the black woman? She making bad decisions and open up her legs to a dude that ain't got no skills or don't want to do nothing, you know? So, I mean, it goes kind of both ways. But when you see this in our communities, bro, it just made me think like, dang, bro, like, we really ain't ready for no crisis. We not. What we run to? We run to the government to help us. And then the thing is, you can't really, man, y'all about to get me in trouble in here though. But my thing is, bro, you can't really trust him like that. I mean, it's all about, man. Look. At the end of the day, bro, it's all about safeguarding your families, man, and being this man. In this time with the coronavirus, manhood is going to be tested. I really feel like that, bro. It's not even about who's the toughest, bro. It's all about, like, how you gonna survive as a person? I'm not talking about going around here be macho man beating everybody up at like you alpha. Nah, bro. Alpha can be something like, hey, you taking care of yourself. You cooking. Can you hunt? Can you fight a little bit? Can you cook? Can you improvise? These type of things, bro. Do you have any home remedies when you get sick? I saw today chicks were looking sad. Yeah, chicks was looking sad. Yeah, like when I went to Walmart a few days ago, man, I don't think she was looking sad, but I mean, she looked good too, though. I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, it was her and some other woman, maybe it's her sister or a homegirl, and she had a baby. And like I said, I don't know other people's situation. The baby daddy could be at work, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit up here and automatically judge her, but I'm just saying from my first impression, what I do see, I just see her and the baby and some groceries and toilet paper and stuff like that. Like, what I'm saying? Ain't no man by her. Ain't no man on the side with her. And it's just kind of crazy, man. Now some of these women starting to be nice to you. It's funny though. They be nice to you though. I'm like, oh wow, because there's a crisis going on because they know they need that man. Even though what I discovered is that no matter how independent a woman is, bro, they still yearn for a man. They just do. I don't care if they got 2 quadrillion freaking, that's not even a freaking number, all right, but I know that, but quadrillion dollars in a bank account, they still yearn for a man, bro. That's just how it is. That's just nature, bro. That's just how we were made, bro. Like, we were never meant to be alone. And that's why I said God, he created Adam. God created, Eve, and put Adam in the deep sleep and came from his rib, and boom, here you go. So woman came from him. You know what I'm saying? And call her Eve, who's the mother of all living. Thing is that, we up here supposed to be the providers. Yes, I had two women approach me, ask me, don't. I know you was like, hey, get away from that naked activity. Hey, black introvert, like, get away from that naked activity. Did you get some numbers? Did you get some numbers, black introvert? No, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I mean, it's crazy, bro. They're like, hey, you get some TP for them or something like that. Get some food, some survival tips, dog. Dog, like it's getting crazy, man, out here, bro. Like, I feel like if you don't got no man, bro, it might be tough for you. It might be tough for you, unless you're gonna go over your mother's house, your grandmother's house, and be with them. But I'm just saying this, like in the state of California, when they saying you can't go out anywhere unless you're gonna be in prison. Like, come on, bro. A lot of women ain't ready for that. Society is resetting itself. Yeah, it is. It's something serious, man. I don't know, man. Like I said, I know, like, I don't know if you believe in like the Illuminati and all these type of things, though. But they was kind of stating that, oh, okay, we want to reduce the population to like 500 million. You know what I'm saying? Like they were kind of they kind of want to do that, in a way. And it's one of those things, man, that we gotta really, really, be careful of, bro. Like, this virus lockdown is nothing to play with, bro. I'm just gonna sit up here and say that it ain't nothing to play with, bro. Like, this is man, this is some crazy stuff, man. Yep. Let's see to read the comments. Now let me get into that. So now I will say that is a good now that's a good income for women and men too. I see men make money off of that. I'm not gonna do it personally because my field, and I don't want to put myself out there like that. But even you can I can take pictures with my shirt off, just with my shirt off and my pants on, and if I market myself correctly, and because I think you get money through messages and all that type of stuff, man. People subscribing to you, and they take 20% off. But yeah, man, I mean, yeah, I know some women who actually make money off of that OnlyFans account. And I mean, people say it's online prostitution. Technically, it's not really online prostitution because they're not really having sex like that. All they are doing is just taking picture of their bikini on and dudes and posting it on Instagram, posting a link on Instagram like, hey, check my OnlyFans account. And people subscribe to them $20, $30. You got women selling feet pictures on OnlyFans and making money, making like $800 a week. I mean, it is a good income. I can't really blame them for that. They just, utilizing the internet to their advantage. You can't get mad at that. That's a hustler. That's a hustler mentality. If I was a woman, hell yeah, man, I would be sending hundreds of thousands. You kidding me? You mean to tell me all I gotta do is, bro? It's a woman right now, bro, making money sleeping, bro. What I mean is literally she's sleeping. Not figuratively, literally sleeping. She going live on YouTube, and you get your you get your watch time and all that stuff, and people donate, and she be sleep for like 4 or 5 hours. When she wake up, she like, thank you, and turn it off. She have her pajamas on and go to sleep, and people look at her while she go to sleep. You can't tell me, bro, it ain't ways to make money, bro. This young is crazy. Yeah, if you in this if you in this digital age, man, you in this quarantine stuff, man, look, bro, it's gonna make some money, bro. Like, on some real stuff, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. I ain't even joking, bro. Since what make this rich, bro, and get them attention. Exactly. You got dudes buying bath water on these women, bro. This woman charged this man $800 to send him some bath water. $800, and this nigga paid for it, dog. So I'm man, I'm telling you, bro. If I was a woman, man, dog, I would never. I don't think I would have had a 9 to 5. No, I probably still be working though. But I'm just saying, like, bro, like, man, all you got to do, bro, is really just take a picture, have all the filters, and half of those women don't even look what they look like on the internet anyway. It's just about the filters, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, bro, when I see women complaining, I be telling women like, y'all got OnlyFans, y'all got all this stuff, bro, and your arsenal. Come on, man. Don't play with me. I'm trying to invite some people on here, bro. Shoot, I'm gonna put this in the chat here. If anybody want to come in, for real, we can discuss. Introvert, if you want to come in, I don't know how long you want to be here, or I don't know if you got work, but yeah, man. Like on some real stuff though. If anybody want to come on here, you know, we can have a little discussion though. This is an open panel, bro. But nah, I just probably close it. But yeah, man. You know, it's something serious, man. You know, this epidemic, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm trying to well my boy see if Steve Rose want to get on here. See what he talking about. What do you think about this? Man, it's like dog. This gets horrible. Steve Rose, where he at? There you go. Oh yeah, man. But it's one of those things, bro. If you going in, see if he talk to him. Let's see what he's saying. So check out some updates on here. Let's see what they talking about. Dang. Well, it's not permanent, but they want everybody to stay at home. God, Dilly. Hold on. Let's see what they saying here. No, I don't want to teach English in Japan. What are they talking about? See if we can play real quick.
Yeah, sorry. Saccharine so much kinder, but yeah.
Clearly, we're the first region to experience this level of disease. Most of the deaths in the United States are still from Washington State and from King County. And we know that we're out in front of this. We're getting support from the state, we're getting support from the CDC, but we know that there's going to be a limit to that support.
Then using 2 hands, mold that metal. Go ahead and move your bottom strap all the way down. Yeah. Make sure you have a very tight seal on your nose.
We need to protect our staff. If they get sick and they're out for 2 weeks, we cannot replace that resource. So the uncertainty keeps me up at night.
All right, so now you guys are gonna move around for a minute. You can hang on to your hoods while you do this. You kind of want to bend up and down, emulate patient care activities. You just want to move around. It can be
somewhere around 15% of the people that test positive for this infection are going to have pretty severe disease, and that somewhere around 3 to 5% of folks are going to end up being critically ill. We can't change those numbers. That's intrinsic to the virus.
All right. So you can remove your hood.
So knowing what we're going to be facing, which is an influx of patients with severe respiratory illness, and some of whom are going to need critical care and maybe ventilatory support, knowing that that's coming, and that's going to be a huge surge. We're a hospital system and a region that works near full capacity all the time. So we need to say, what can we do to expand our capacity to take on these extra patients as they come on? What we're doing right now is taking our surgical unit and converting it to a COVID unit by turning all of the rooms into negative pressure rooms, and in a way that we can turn the entire unit into a negative pressure unit, should that be required. But yet now it's critical that people understand that the ethics of providing healthcare change in a pandemic, or may change in a pandemic. People's elective procedures are being canceled, and they may not be able to get in to see their physician, and they may not even be able to do a simple procedure because we need the personal protective equipment for people in the ICU. The hope is that the combination of increasing our surge capacity and a curve that's flatter than it is in Italy means that we never get to a point where we have to move from basic standard of care, usual standard of care practice, to what is called crisis standard of care. So crisis standards of care is defined essentially as a place in a healthcare system where you lack one or more crucial resource. And those resources could be your staff, things like personal protective equipment or ventilators. If you get to that point, if there simply are not enough resources to care for people in a way that meets basic standard of care, then what you want to do is make sure that you're allocating what resources you do have in a fair and equitable way. If we do get to a point where we're in crisis standards of care, we will be allocating resources more and more toward younger people, not necessarily because they're younger, but because younger people are likely to do better with this disease.
Okay, so I'm going to look straight ahead. You're going to tilt your head back.
Immune system.
And I'm going to go in. I have to do both nares.
It's up to the public to slow the rate of infection as much as they can. One infected person, it looks like, tends to spread this infection to 2.5 people. If we can lower that even a bit, that may give us the breathing room on the healthcare system side so that we can handle this crush. So I think the idea of social distancing is really an idea of physical distancing. The idea that, try not to expose yourself, at least in close quarters, to a large number of people, particularly if you don't know them and you don't know their health status. It's crucial. It is absolutely crucial to bending that curve, to trying to prevent the rate of climb of infection that may very well overwhelm our system. Just don't wait till things start to be a problem, because that's probably too late.
Okay. Well, that's where we already have it on that. So Washington is working on that. University of Washington Medical Center discuss how this hospital is getting ready for the surge coronavirus patients. Shout out in the ICU. Yeah, man. Yeah, the $1 trillion fiscal package, that's going to be really interesting here. Gavin Newsom. It's Gavin Newsom. Okay. Well, that's really all I have to say about this. Probably going ahead and end this now. Wow. I think it was that big. Yeah, they even said New Orleans Saints coach Sean Payton. He got it. That's crazy. He tested positive for the coronavirus. Man. Wow. First NFL coach to catch this in this pandemic. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Number of articles here. Super crazy. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm not gonna have this drawn out too long. It's 40 minutes. There's some things going on, but yeah, just guard your families, man. I'm giving out some more updates probably tomorrow with this whole coronavirus. I just thank everyone for really taking some time out to really view this. But man, you know, for women and stuff like that, man, we need y'all, man. I mean, I know they need us, but we gotta be strong though out here, you know. But that's all I really have to say. It's your boy Young Link. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. Please do that. Donate to the channel, my Cash App, Young Link Jr. I really highly appreciate that. Love y'all, man. I'm out.